Alright, good old confessions. So, we probably all have a little secret that we have, right? Like something that we've been hiding from someone. So, today we are on r/confessions, or no, r/confession without the S. And we're gonna just scroll through these and see. We're gonna see just like what these people have to say. We're gonna see what kind of things these people just had to get off their chest. What they had to say to the world. They couldn't keep it a secret anymore. So the the thesis for this subreddit is r/confession is a place to admit your wrongdoings, acknowledge your guilt, and alleviate your conscience. Okay, so the first one I see is I was a serial arsonist when I was a child, and nobody knows. I'm gonna have to read a bunch of these long ass posts. As a young boy, I was often left unsupervised and left on my own devices. I was different then. It was a different time. Yeah, I can't read. I don't know. It was a different time then. I would often travel across the town at the age of 5 on my bike. I still had training wheels on my bike when I started fucking off all over town. My dad chained my bike to a tree once, but I just walked away instead. He grounded me, but I'd wake up early in the morning just to leave the house. I was out of control, lol. What do you mean, lol? I would go to the shipyard and crawl under the fence and climb ladders. Go out at the end of the wharf and climb underneath looking for crabs and starfish. One time I saw a lobster and tried to catch it and almost drowned. Looking back, I'm surprised I'm still alive. Okay, I'm waiting for this to turn into what does this have to do with an arsonist? Oh, okay, here we go. I found this old abandoned building beside the shipyard and it was all boarded up. There was a small hole for me to climb in, so when I went inside it was dark, but there was enough natural light creeping through the windows to see. Upon looking around and investigating all the cool stuff I found 3 things worth of the pack of matches, a $5 bill, and a coffee cup that, believe it or not, I still have to this day. Anyway, the building had a bunch of old paperwork packed in the banker boxes. I lit a match and blew the place up just so I could watch. After the fire got out of control, I managed to escape unharmed. I walked across the street, bought as many 1-cent candy as I could get from the local convenience store, and went back and sat down on a railway and watched the burn to the ground. and and I watched the firefighters putting it out. No one ever questioned me. Since then up until I was a teenager, I just set a few buildings ablaze, not realizing the danger or the impact my actions caused. I've never been caught or suspected of doing it after I reached my teens, and I guess common sense kicked in and I stopped. Lol. What are you talking about, lol? That's not really funny. So that's not... I mean, I know it's arson, but it's not that bad. It's not like the worst that we can possibly get, you know? So I'm just waiting for that to happen. One time I spit in the boiling spaghetti noodle water. Oh, this one's kind of short. What the? When I was like 8 or 9, I was walking around my house and then I saw it. The spaghetti that was being cooked. For some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to give it some extra flavor, end quote. And I spit in it. Everyone ate it and nobody found out. I'm sorry to all the Italian grandmothers that I beg for your forgiveness. It's too starchy for noodles to get sticky and feel gooey. I have texture issues. What are you talking about? What does this have to do with this? So he said one time I spit in the boiling spaghetti water. And you're like, oh, I hate how noodles get sticky and they feel gooey. I put hand sanitizers in someone's eyes before, and I am not proud of it. Yeah, I hope you're not proud of it. What the? In my defense, oh great. He's gonna try to defend his actions. In my defense, I was about 7 or 8. I didn't know any better. I had anger issues when I was younger. My stepbrothers were playing the game. The game, okay. I don't know what the hell that means. And I'm not quite sure what led me to this, but obviously I was angry. They were sitting on the floor and I was sitting on the couch by the coffee table, and one of my stepbrothers that was nearly the same age as me, he said something that set me off. I looked on the coffee table and saw a bottle of hand sanitizer. Oh great. And sprinkled some into my hands and covered his eyes with me hands. I'm not sure how it got into his eyes or if it only got onto his face, but looking back at it, I really hope that he is okay. I think that the worst thing that I did I think this is the worst thing I did as a kid up to now. Since then, I would say that the person I was that day is not the person I am today. Yeah, okay, I hope not. Not to mention the spanking I got after I did that. I think my mom slapped the evil out of me that day because it hurt. Anyways, I feel guilty for what I did that day, and I'm glad he is okay. I mean, if you're talking about anger issues when you're 6 or 7, I think everybody had anger issues. I think that's just what kids do. But you actually have like a problem. You have more than anger issues if you literally try to pour hand sanitizer into someone's eyes. Here's one of the comments. My brother once stuck the tube of soap pumper up my nose, and all the way, it was so random, still to this day, has no idea why he did it. The tube of soap pumper? How does that go up your nose? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about that one. I'm trying to find something that's just like outrageous. I stole money from the rich kids in elementary school with my friend. Those kids that wear the freaking what is it? That whale shit? I forgot what it's called. It's so dumb. I hate that. All right, so yeah, I stole money from the rich kids in elementary school with my friend. So while I was in the 6th grade, I had a friend. We'll call him Dan. Dan and I would really spend time together in 6th grade. What the? So we got really close. Okay, well, I always had good grades and I was always quiet, but Dan was the extroverted kid and he didn't give a fuck. I don't know why you censored that. He didn't give a fuck about the grades and didn't really seem to study. He was a problematic kid, but he really was funny and I really liked him. What is this, a love story? So because of the cameras, Dan and I made a plan. We'd pretend that Dan would push me and I'd fall on by the bags. By the time I'm on the ground, I'd search the bags and get some money. After that, we would leave and get something to eat. We did that for 2 straight years. Every day. 2 straight years. Okay, highlight the right thing. 2 straight years every day. And no one ever found out. How is that possible? And also, why are these rich kids carrying money in their book bags? Do they just do that? Do they just literally carry money in their book bags? We'd steal more than $5, but I remember one time we stole $20. I found $20 and didn't want to steal it, but he wanted to split that by $10 each. Wow, thanks for the details. I don't really regret doing it because we knew who had which bag, so we aimed for the bags of the rich kids who we didn't like. But I do regret doing that. One guy almost found out, but we covered that. Lol. Why does it Why does everyone say lol at the end like it's a hilarious joke? Oh, here's another one about spitting. In second grade, we spit in my substitute teacher's water. Why? Why would you feel the need to do that? Why do you need to spit in the teacher's water? Okay, y'all, so the year is 2006. Why are you so pumped about this? Why are you so hyped? So, this one guy we had, his name was Mr. Whitaker, and was just terrible. He was just terrible. I don't know where this found this man, but it was really something out of a movie. Very drill sergeant yelling at 7-year-olds about how to tell the time on a 2-hand clock. Literally, we had him on 2 separate occasions prior to the maternal departure. The first time we broke our... Okay, I just want to know what he did. He had this weird thing, I swear I'm not making this up, where he made the kids in our class vote on which 2 girls was the most popular. Yeah, that's kind of weird. And then those 2 were like class leaders. Oh hell no! What the? What is he doing? What did that job entail? Reading out loud, always handing out all the papers and getting stuff for him, like water or tissue, whatever. What is going on in this classroom? Okay, so speed this up. So he sent us to the water fountains. I just did the smallest spit. She did an entire hawk spit with, what is going on? And then he drunk it. So you filled up the teacher's water bottle and you spit in it. Then we like never had him again as a sub after that. Jeez, I wonder why. Okay, so here's one of the comments. One time my magic friend put a newt we found in our principal's water. It jumped on her face, and then she swung the girl out by the window by her pigtails. It was wild. I have a strange feeling that this is fake. I don't know why. There's something about this that makes me feel like that is not true. Alright, so that one was kind of weird. I chased my sister around with a knife when I was younger. I think I did that too. Why is this one so short? I mixed reality with fantasy. I had watched Zombie Movie and basically replaced my sister with a zombie. I'm glad I didn't swing the machete. What? Oh my god, what is this? What is this comment? Lucky thing she didn't go for the lethal option with a 4x4 like the new 2023 Toyota Tacoma. That's right, in this new... Okay, what is... That guy thinks he's so funny. I stole my mom's bank account card to get Roblox. Why? Okay, so, I think I'm gonna ditch the, whatever that is. I'm gonna go to top of all time. I'm gonna see what the top rated confession is of all time. I'm putting my extremely profoundly disabled 7-year-old into a residential facility so I forget he exists. What? Bro, I am not reading all of this, but why would you do that? You can't do that. I gave a lactose intolerant customer dairy on purpose. I know this sounds weird, but when I worked at Starbucks, there was a regular customer that was a very difficult and rude. I was warned this customer on my first day of training. Why don't you just ban them from the store if you have to warn somebody in training about the customer? 3 months into working, she came in one morning and caused absolute hell. She was complaining about her drink while one of my coworkers was making the drink. Wait, what? She was complaining about her drink while one of my coworkers were making the drink? How do you complain about a drink before you get it? As soon as she got it, she accidentally spills it and asks for a completely different drink. I was so fed up. She wanted a frappuccino, She went to the bathroom while we were making the new order. I switched with my coworker and I made the drink. Instead of almond milk, I made the frappuccino with regular milk. The drink was ready by the time she had left the bathroom. She takes the drink and takes a sip and didn't complain. I don't know why she was complaining before, but okay. Oh great, here we go. 5 hours later, she calls the Starbucks from the hospital, and I was the one who picked up. She got into a car accident trying to rush to a bathroom. She said she shitted her pants. I couldn't be any more happier. Bro, you don't know why she was getting things dairy free. My daughter would have died of you if you did that to her. She would have died. She's only 5. What is going on with these comments? I don't know why all these comments are so long. I'm not reading all that. Okay, I think we'll do one more. Yeah, we'll do one more, and then I guess that will be the end of the video. This one seems really interesting. 8 years ago, I caused a UFO panic. Okay, this one's pretty long. I'll actually read this because this is the last one. Last but not least. So, on one college summer break 8 years ago, my friends and I were bored. We remembered a demonstration from a high school science class of a solar balloon. Oh man, they got the weather balloons going on. They're gonna cause a UFO hysteria. This was just really thin black plastic bag you'd fill with air, seal, and then let it out in the sun. The sun would heat in the air in the black bag, and the bag would become buoyant and float. We had the idea to find the cheapest, thinnest black plastic bags that were available and combine a bunch of them to make a huge balloon. We spent a few days driving around to Walmart and dollar stores trying to find the thinnest possible black bags. Finally, we took a number of them, cut the bottom ends, taped them together to a huge balloon, and we filled them up with a blower at the end. After sitting out the sun for half an hour, we had done it. Alright, so this is a picture a friend had taken just before becoming buoyant. What is this? Are you serious? This is what caused the UFO hysteria? Oh my god, this is a lot. I mean, man, I don't know what to say. We had to mess around with how the tape was sealing the bags to use as little of it as possible for the weight of the bags. Okay. So shortly after the balloon got away from us, let's see this. Oh no, that does not look right. Oh my god. Imagine seeing that in the air. Like that would look so weird. I'm not even gonna lie. That would look so weird. If I just walked outside and I saw that just a long just a long skinny tube just floating in the air, I wouldn't know what to think. I mean, I wouldn't think it's a UFO. But I mean, you know, I would just be speechless. This was disappointing, but we made another one and got funny looks from cars driving by and were entertained for a bit. Shortly after this new balloon met its demise, smacking into a tree. Oh well, mission success. A few years later, I happened across this news article. The balloon had gotten away and apparently blown a town over and caused a big UFO panic. Okay, let's see this article. Police flooded with UFO sighting reports after residents see large tube-like object over Somerset County. Okay, so we are under the impression that it might be a weather balloon or something like that, but regardless, it did not cause any problems whatsoever. Yeah, so why are people freaking out about it? It didn't do anything. Like it doesn't look like anything weird. It just looks like a balloon. I mean, it looks really weird, but it's just a balloon floating around. Like why people think it's actually, now that I think about it, UFO means unidentified flying object. It does not mean aliens, but you know, the the media. It's all the media's fault. Everyone always, every time someone brings up UFOs, everyone just immediately thinks about aliens. Our boredom unintentionally created a UFO panic in central New Jersey. I moved out of the area, but when I get together with my friend, we always bring this up, and we have a good laugh. Alright, well, yeah, I guess that's it. I don't really know. I'm just gonna be here for hours if I keep going, so. Yeah, so thanks for watching. This was a very interesting subreddit. I can tell you that. Some of them were funny, some of them were actually really interesting, like the UFO one, but yeah, I'll see you guys later, I guess.